Today is the perfect day to start my Pesach explications, because the actual day today is the 11th of Nisan, and it's the birthday of the Lubavitcher Rebbe, the last Lubavitcher Rebbe. And they start today the Psalm in memoriam for him, 117. And so 117 is the letter Hey. And 117 verses in the Song of Songs, the Shir HaShirim. And every verse in the Shir HaShirim follows the letter Aleph and Hey. I didn't make that up. Let me show you first how the letter Hey is 117. Hey is written Hey, Aleph. That's how you spell the letter Hey. Hey is 6, and Aleph is 111. So the two together is 117. Another amazing thing about the letter Hey is that it starts the Haggadah. When they say Ha Lachma Anya, Ha. And the Arizal turns that into, by the way, the letter Hey. He puts, instead of a kametz there, he puts a zere, 2 dots. So when you see the letter Hey, it's Hey, Aleph, that's 6, plus the 2 dots, that's 26, and that's Yud Kei Vav Kei. But 117 is the great secret of the letter Hey. And the letter Hey is the great secret of Pesach. Remember that Pesach is not called Pesach. It's called Hag HaMatzot. The matzot, the 3 matzot on the plate, is the secret of Pesach. Hag ha-matzot. So one would think that Hey, see, it's ha. So there's a concept of a 5 here. The ha itself. And just let me give you a fast gematria of the word ha-matzot. Ha is 5. Mem is 40. That's 45. Zede is 90. That's 135. Vav, 6. That's 141. And Tov, 400. That's 541. That's Yisrael. So the word Hag HaMatzot, HaMatzot is Yisrael. And we leave Mitzrayim for direction of Yisrael. And the people, Yisrael. Very interesting thing about the word matzah or mitzvah and Mitzrayim is that the first 2 letters are Mem Zede, which in the Atbash, Mem becomes a Yud, and Zede becomes a Hey. So it's really, when you see the word matzah, or you see the word mitzvah, it's Yud Hey for the Mem Zayin, Zede. So remember that when you see that. And the Haggadah. The 3 matzot on the plate are the 3 spellings of the letter Hey. Remember that the 3 spellings of the letter Hey are Hey, how one writes it. You write it with a dalet and a yud. You write it with a dalet and a vav, that's another way of spelling, or you write it with 3 vavs. So there are 3 ways to spell it. This matzot and the 3 letters of the hey correspond, by the way, to the bris and the 3 parts of the bris, of the milah, the pariah, and the metzitza b'peh. Remember that the metzitza b'peh must be in the bris. And one of my hiddushims is to have the father do the metzitza b'peh. You need a moil to do the more technical aspects of the milah and the pariah. But you don't need a moil to do the metzitza b'peh. All you need is a mouth. A tongue, actually. Because the 3 parts of the bris correspond to the 3 parts of the mouth, to the teeth, to the lips, and to the tongue. So the hard part is the milah, the teeth. Then the pariah, soft tearing, that's the lips. And then the tongue is for the dam. So we're seeing here how the letter hey corresponds to the bris, corresponds to the 3 matzot. And remember, there are 2 nights of Pesach. First there's a night of faith, and then there's a night of healing. And the whole idea of this is the concept of 3 times 2 is 6, which to me is the real valuation of the letter hey, as hey with an aleph is the din. It's also the way that they put the Seder plate together. The Arizal always had 5 aspects of the Seder plate. But they bring down a 6th. And to answer one of the questions that I've received about the 5 final letters, yes, they all come out of Bina. And that's why Bina in the letter hey is spelled Dalet with a Vav. Because within that letter hey, see, in the letter, in Chochmah, the letter hey is spelled Dalet with a Yud. In Bina, the letter is spelled Dalet with a Vav. And in Das, it's spelled 3 Vavs, because the Vav comes out of the Bina. And the Bina, therefore, goes into Zia Anpin, which is 6 extensions. These 6 extensions are 5 final letters, and then a culmination of these 5 final letters into a 1 aspect where all 5 are as 1, and that's the 5 found in Yesod. So there's really 5 spots, and then there's a 6. It's a tunnel, a funnel into the Yesod aspect. So to answer the question that was posed about the final letters, yes, they're found. Mem is found in Hesed. Nun is found in Gevurah. Zedeh is found in Tiferet. Kaf is found in, Pei is found in Yesod. Netzach. Final Kaf is found in Hud. So that's, those are 280 put together. That's 280 is the par. And then the 5 finals come again. They all come down to Yesod. And there's another par. And that's a Par. That's a butterfly. 2 times par. And that's a transformation from a worm into a butterfly. And for those who follow my videos, you'll know what I mean. So the Seder plate is 5, which is 6. The letter Hey is 5, which is 6. And amazingly, the din of the letter Hey is an Aleph. And I leave you with that to think about. But everything is the letter Hey. It's the transformation in the letter Hey. Hey stands for Teshuvah. Hey stands for the feminine blossoming and birth. Hey is the letter that was added to Avraham. After Avraham, then he got Yitzhak, which is the culmination of the 4 sons of Pesach. All 4 sons are included in Yitzhak, because Yitzhak is 208, which is 4 times Ben, 52. And if you take the letter Zadik, it's 204 plus the 4 letters, that's 208. And Yitzhak is a great secret here, because Yitzhak is the only one that didn't change his name. Avraham had a name change. Yaakov had a name change, but not Yitzhak. I mean, Yitzhak is the only one that never left Yisrael, which is Hag HaMatzot, because HaMatzot is Yisrael. So there's a real deep secret that one has to explore in one's level that one is. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, you'll be in another level to explore the same thing. You see how everything is included in this letter Hey. And how, and the bris, especially on the letter Hey. Because we have the letter Het, which is a letter Het is connections between the right and left side to the top. And what do we do on the 8th day, which is the letter Het? We break the connection to the left, which is the bris. We break it in 3 ways. So it comes down to a 5, which is the Hey, plus the 3, and that makes it the Het. And so those are the 3 ways to spell the letter Hey. And the beauty of it is that the gematria of the 3 ways to spell the letter Hey comes out to, let's do it, Hey, Dalet Yud, that's 14. Dalet Vav, that's 10. That's 24. And 3 Vavs, Vav on top, Vav on the right, Vav on the left, is 18. So 24 and 18 is 42. And that's the 42 letter name. What's that? Anabakoach or something. A 42 letter name, special name. 7 times 6. Oh, there's a lot more here. You know. But the letter Hey itself, I'm just looking over here a little. Let's not forget the 5th cup of wine. You know, for the forerunner of the Mashiach. Was it Elijah the prophet, they call it. The 5th cup. This 5th cup is for the tip of the letter Yud, the Yehida aspect. It's far removed. And the 5 letters of the soul, which are reflected in this letter Hey. And the tip of the letter Yud is the fifth, but don't forget there's always a sixth. The sixth is the Atzmutz of Ein Sof. There's an Atzmutz level, which is the sixth level. And that's why we have the 5 and then the Aleph. This din is really the greatest secret of all, because it appears as din and dinim. It's the Atzmutz level. It's the Ein Sof. That Aleph is for the Ein Sof. The sixth level can only be approached through the left, through the din. This is some of the beauty of the letter Hey itself, which appears on the left in Bina, or in Yitzhak, in Gevora. And this is opened on Shir HaSharim, which is read on the 7th day of Pesach. Isn't it, or something? On the Shabbos or something. For a lot of people. So there's a connection between Shir HaSharim, Pesach, 117, which is the psalm this year for the Rebbe. And the whole letter Hey itself, which is, in my opinion, a Keter Malkus. The Hey is a Malkus over the Aleph is a Keter, which brings the whole thing back into Purim, which shares a first letter with the letter Pei for Pesach. And the original Purim was on Pesach. And we start 30 days earlier for our study of Pesach on Purim. And there's an intrinsic link between Purim and Pesach, and to me, the letter Hey. And for me, as you know, how a thing starts is its full culmination. We start in Aramaic. Ha, lachma, anya. In Aramaic, which is the din. And we have the letter Hey. And that letter Hey is 117. And that's what we're going to enter into this year. So these few words that I wanted to give, it's just a few words.